Welcome on in, everybody, to the Delmarva Sports Insider. We are your top team covering all things sports here on the shore. I'm Sports Director Brandon Bosser.
What is up? It is yours truly, sports anchor Devin J. Martin. Welcome to the show. We got a lot to get into tonight.
Yeah, that's right. We're about to get into our busiest time of the year in the sports season for us. Later in the show, we'll talk about contenders and pretenders, who we think are true contenders for maybe some titles out there.
And we'll also be talking about who we can see advancing far in the MPSSAA and the DIAA playoffs.
Yeah, it can be a mouthful. MPSSAA. All right. We start off the show with a twofold Bayside South title match in lacrosse. Parkside and Decatur vying for supremacy in both boys and girls lacrosse.
But first, let's start with the boys. The Rams and Seahawks were in Berlin. The weather was messing with this game, causing a rain delay in the second quarter. But once play resumes in the second quarter, we'll pick up from there. Now, Rams up 7-3 in the first half. But here comes the comeback Seahawks. He's in the crease, and Graham Geyser catches the pass and throws it in. Seahawks only within 3. And then another shot on goal right here, but it's blocked. But he can't secure the ball. The scramble for the loose ball ends up in the hands of the Seahawks, and it's thrown in. Seahawks down 2 at this point, and eventually they draw within 1.
Yeah, momentum fully on the home squad side now. Decatur back on offense. Here's the shot, and that one's in as well. Just like that, we are tied. Decatur would take the lead briefly. Parkside coming right back at them, though. Both teams putting their best effort out there. And, hey, this is for the Bayside South crown tonight. Just like that, we are tied at 9. But the second half, Seahawks would complete the comeback. Evan Oglesby giving the Seahawks a lead that they wouldn't relinquish. They win 12-11, and the Seahawks are your Bayside South champions, and they will play Kent Island next week on Monday.
Now, moving over to the girls' side now, same schools. This one is at Parkside. The Rams wouldn't waste time getting started. Miranda Mears finding the back of the net. Rams out in front, but the Seahawks would respond right back. Sadie Kaufman with the catch and shoot. Goal for Decatur. The Rams would go on a hot streak to try to increase their lead, though. Reagan Reek firing it in for the goal. Rams up 2. And like I said, they would go on a hot streak. Reek with the ball on this one. She wants another goal, and she's turning on the Jets, and she fires a laser beam into the goal. Rams up 5-2 on the Seahawks, but the Seahawks will not back down as they trim the lead. Audrey Mumford gets the pass. She storms by the defense, and she puts it through the back of the net, trimming that lead down to 2 for the Seahawks. Unfortunately, Mother Nature won this game today as the winner of the Bayside South Championship for the girls. We'll have to wait until tomorrow as the game will resume in the morning at 8 a.m.
Yeah, that will be a fun finish to watch. Second half only. Parkside up 3 goals. It'll start at 8 a.m. Cole Howard will be out at that game, and you can follow him on Twitter for highlights and to keep you up to date on what's going on. Let's give a shout out now to the top high school sports program on this very peninsula. Cape Henlopen is so dominant, they don't get much airtime on this show. But tonight, they were honoring their seniors, a senior class that is going for their 3rd state title this spring. Here's a goal from senior Marin Buckaloo. This team has won 12 straight titles in a row, and they are going for lucky number 13. Here's another senior, Kelly Bragg, notching a tally. Cape Henlopen as good as advertised tonight. They win 20-0. The Vikings have outscored their opponents 60-1 over their last 3 games. And with their win tonight, this crop of Viking seniors leave not having lost a single in-state game in their careers during the regular season. Just an impressive group of girls out there in Lewis.
That is very historic. Now for some more lacrosse action. This game is from Wednesday. The Clippers were hosting Decatur at home in the sun in front of their fans, enjoying some perfect weather from that day. Again, today was a little different story. But let's jump to the fourth quarter. The score was tied at 8 apiece, and there was a crack in the defense, and the Seahawks get the score 9-8. And Austin Ingersoll for the Clippers getting maybe the play of the week. He got triple teamed, knocked on the ground, on just back against the wall, back towards the goal, away from the goal, and he still gets the score. And then Lance Adams, the score was tied at 9, but he breaks it with less than 2 minutes to go for the Hawks. Seahawks, and him and his team embraced because they needed one final stop to take this game and they get it. That was their final chance for the Clippers. They get the shot on goal, but it's saved. Decatur squeaks out with a tough win, 10-9, leading up to today's matchup against Parkside, where they won that game, taking the Bayside South regular season crown.
Yeah, a huge save there by that keeper. All right, let's change things up now and move over to the Diamond. What a game between two rivals in Georgetown we saw this week. A game between 8-4 Sussex Central and 9-3 Sussex Tech. Ravens starting off strong. We're going to see an RBI single by Jaron Sample to start us off. Tech up 2-0. The Ravens, they've had ups and downs this season. They were riding a 5-game winning streak entering this game. Knights are also contenders in the Henlope in this season. Colin Tucker sending that one back to the pitcher. Brendan Anderson coming across the plate. Central started the season hot, winning their first 6 games. They're trending in the wrong direction right now, though. Tech with a runner on third, momentum changer right here. Out at the plate. Central would carry that momentum with them to the plate. Brendan Anderson up now, runner on third, and Anderson knocks it into left field. Troy Morris going to waltz on home, and we are tied at 2. Anderson getting the RBI single, and this game would stay tied till the bottom of the 7th. Runners on first and second, 2 gone, and Reef Steen sends this one into right field. The walk-off single, Troy Morris sliding in, and he's waving goodbye to the Ravens. An unbelievable finish to a fantastic game. Central takes it in a final score of 3-2. Here's more after the game with Steen.
It's huge for us, especially them being rivals and stuff, and we really needed to beat a team that was good, and they are a very good team. But we were just any game with them is huge, but the fact that we won in that way is pretty awesome.
Now Snow Hill hosting the Bennett Clippers yesterday. Garrett Williams getting the offense going with a drive down the left field line. And here comes the run, and here comes another being waved in. Eagles up 2-0 early. Now moving to the top of the third, Bennett trails by 1. Aiden Neff, and he puts it on the grass. That's going to be trouble. No one covering first. The ball goes down the line. 2 runs coming in to score, and Bennett goes out in front. 4-2 Clippers lead. Now this play had everyone talking. Jai Sample at the plate. That's a routine pop fly down the first base. Anthony Holsander is under, but here comes Sample, hit sticking him, knocking him to the ground. Fans aren't happy. Neither is Snow Hill. Eagles ask for an exception, and Sample is gone. And from there, the momentum shifted over to the home team, Kobe Heiser, and he puts a charge into that one way back out of here. 2 home runs for Heiser, 2-run home run for Heiser, and the Eagles put this one away. They win 8-4. We spoke with Heiser after the game about beating a really good team in Bennett.
Felt nice just because we missed one early in the game and just barreled it up. And I mean, they're a good team, so it felt good. It took a lot, but I mean, support my teammates, coaches, trainer Dr. B and Coach Lamp. It was really easy. And my team did it all. It just helped.
Hey, watch out for Snow Hill. They're a pretty good team in the Bayside South as well. All right, we move to the softball diamond now. These 2 squads, they won't win the Henlope and South Crown, but Laurel and Indian River, they deserve some recognition, as this was a great game yesterday. We pick it up in the bottom of the 5th inning. Kylie Hill at the plate. She sends this one out to left field for a sacrifice fly. The go-ahead run coming in to score. Dogs led 3-2. IR down to their final out now. Samantha Dickerson, a line drive base hit to left field. The runner coming home. A clutch hit from Dickerson. She ties this thing up, and we go to extra innings.
And from there, Indian River's offense took over. You're going to see shortly that another sacrifice fly to center field, deep enough to score the late go-ahead run. And then later in the frame, bags full for Macy Blades. Hot shot to left side. That ball goes by the third baseman. All 3 runs are going to score the biggest base hit of the afternoon in a 6-run, 8th inning. Indian River completes the comeback. They take it 9-3 over Laurel.
All right, so let's go over the schedule for this coming week. Bayside Lacrosse Championships, Monday at Kent Island, Decatur and Kent Island boys, and then the winner of Parkside and Decatur, who play tomorrow at 8 a.m., they will play Queen Anne's in girls lacrosse.
Yeah, that 8 a.m. game is going to be very, very important and for a lot of implications going in later in the season. Again, an 8 a.m. start time, very early. Now, Decatur running the table in baseball and softball as well. Those Bayside championships are on Tuesday. Decatur and St. Michael's meet in baseball, and Decatur and Queen Anne's in softball.
And then in the Henlopen Conference, Central and Delmar, they'll meet next Saturday in softball. So let's talk about what we saw this week, Devin. First, we got to give a shout out to Decatur. They take the baseball, softball, boys lacrosse, Bayside South titles this week, along with tennis.
Wow.
And then they have a chance at girls lacrosse tomorrow if they can complete that comeback as well.
Yeah.
Decatur has been absolutely phenomenal this year. They have really stepped it up a notch because, remember, we're also talking about a really good team on the football side as well.
Yep.
And the basketball team also had a good season this year for Decatur.
They're almost running the table. That is very, very, very good. I mean, they've had dominance across the spring sports, as you just mentioned, for both boys and girls, and that is no small feat, Brandon. I mean, the coaching staff, you got to give them some credit because they've obviously established a winning culture with this crop of players across all the different sports. And just, you know, a personal example, I witnessed it firsthand when they played against Bennett lacrosse a couple days ago. The Clippers came back, but the Seahawks would come from behind and win that game. And then once they did, the players were celebrating, getting pretty rowdy, but the coaches just told them, hey, knock it off, act like you've been here before, and then they just immediately calmed down. So they maintained that composure against the Rams the way that they did, and obviously came back today to beat the Parkside. So they've been showing massive discipline and determination, which I think they can get from the leaders of all those different teams, which is the coaches.
Yeah, and I think that Decatur, just in general, they have a culture of winning that they have now built over in Berlin. I mean, it starts with the football team. Football a couple of years ago at Decatur, they were terrible, but they have changed everything in Berlin. Football, basketball, all the spring sports. It has been just incredible to watch over in Decatur. All right, we're taking a break, but don't go anywhere. It's buy or sell time. Who are contenders and who are pretenders? You're watching Delmarva Sports Insider.
I'm John Smith from Parkside Baseball, and you're watching Delmarva Sports Insider.